Hello, everybody, and welcome for the second round of the IndyCar Championship. T- it's me, Giuseppe. I haven't commentated in a while, but guess I'm back now. And we are today in Estonia on the island of Agnasaar on the international layout. Agnasaar is an island in Estonia, a bit north of the capital, which is Tallinn. And today, I think we're looking forward to a pretty exciting race. So, with all of that done, let's get to the grid order presented to you by Kai.
Yes, here I am. Hello and welcome. It is a very interesting place, the Egnasaringrada, the circuit hosting multiple layouts being used in MMS quite a lot of times before. We even raced on it, I believe, in season 1 and 2 in F1. So yeah, it has a bit of history here in the series. And yeah, it always produced some decent racing, always produced some upset results, so I hope we're going to see those soon. But here we are on the grid order, and on pole position we can see Johannes van Leer. It's a second pole position in a row for the Dutchman, who is absolutely rapid in qualifying, but sadly that pace could not have been converted into a good result in St. Petersburg due to a bit of a unlucky incident, shall we say. Joining him on the front row of the grid will be Sofia Ankudinova. She has been really impressing everyone with her very good pace and decent results here in IndyCar, scoring a podium on the debut race in the series. Down the rest of the grid we have Adrian Fraser, last race winner, dominated it with a very good strategy and overall decent pace, avoiding incidents and whatnot. Then we have Lewis Winston Pearson, followed by Roberto Moreira, John Keefe, Mavunda and Gwena, Patrizia Andriana Di San Marino, Luke Herhold, Yaya Tunde, Jake Tilsley, Yash Gupta, Carl Wilhelm, Matthias Richard. He was also on the podium last time out at St. Pete's. Then we have Jafari Blackwood, Rob Sekabulwa, Gerard Gertz. I'm sorry, I would just call him Gertz for now. Rick Caverneson, Rio Lennon, we have Lau Chimingden and Tony Michaels, Tremelo Ntungwana, Henry Davidson, Henry David Pearson, Jesus, that was one big mispronunciation right there. Mark Tander, Martin O'Connor, and Artemio D'Ambrosio, that's your top 26. Then on the right side of your screens we have Denny Whaler, David Morris Pearson, Henry G. Brown, Thomas Nisbet, Jin Haruhiko, Aaron Curtis, Frank Aston, Henry Jumalainen, Juan Pablo Guayando, Sofia Romano, Mika Haninen, David Ragano, Pedro Delalami, Aditya Bagos, Shimon Witt, and then we have a new driver, Hussein Chetinkaya, replacing Stefania Alberti, who has been fired by the CMS Scuderia Sicilia team after, as the team justified it, poor performances. I am not here to judge said things, but it's definitely a radical approach to the team's results. Then we have Adric Keefe, Daniel Chen, Maximilian Stinner, and John Voda, the absolute legend, the 46-year-old man, rounds off the field. He barely managed to squeeze himself into the 108% role we have in qualifying. So, Giuseppe, any comments about the qualifying session?
I mean, it is certainly a very big field as to see. Van Leer, I think he got pole last time around too.
Yes.
So he seems to be a very good qualifier. Maybe they'll keep on for the rest of the season. Also, Ankudinova and Fraser up there. Maybe those are going to be the three main title contenders for this season. Who knows? I mean, we're only in the second race. So I'd say we go ahead and see what these drivers have to offer.
Yep, let's go. And let's go to the circuit as the lights will start to slowly come on. Here we are on the track. And it's raining. It's raining here. Random weather as predicted previously.
It's raining.
And the track is still getting rained on. Here we are, lights are out, and away we go. And I think it's a decent start for Van Leer as he gets a decent gap to Ankudinova. The cars at the back are sliding. That's one of the EVC Motorsport cars as cars are weaving all over the track. No spray to save performance. But it is Ankudinova to the inside, and she gets Van Leer and also Lewis Winston Pearson with a double overtake, I believe, trying to get Dutchman, but it does not work. Winston only into third place as we have a few incidents down the road. I'm about to see what's happening there. But I have to say it's a bit of a calm start. John Voda managed to get a few positions. That's the Carlin there.
Won't be there. So, and Kudinova has got into the first place. Van Leer's lost one, and that's the car dead. So F in the chat for him. Winston Pearson is trying to see where he could go. He just can't find that one gap that he's looking for. Here we are on board with Fraser.
Ooh,
And I think he's found an opportunity, and because Winston, that was close. They nearly had contact there.
Yeah, Pearson lost it through the chicane. It's a commodity. In here, especially in the rain, it's absolutely pouring it down. Here we can see that's, I believe, Carl Wilhelm making a move on Rikka Wernersen. Wernersen on the outside of the British driver, but Wilhelm comes back at her and he is through.
Very smooth. I mean, we're going a bit through the field now. Let's see what's happening here.
Yeah, that was
Nice
Pearson. Oh, that's a wing. That's the
that's a wing.
one of the Bulls United cars. That's now Chi Ming. That's unfortunate for the Hong Kong driver, as he was doing really well. Let's see what happens here. So Lennon makes a mistake, locks up very weird place. Maybe aquaplaned off the curb, and now Chi Ming just doesn't react on time. I don't think anyone can be put at blame here other than Chi Ming. And here we go. That's Van Leer into.
Move. Is he gonna move the other side by side? And Kudinova looks to be defending well, but Van Leer just gets a great exit. And sorry for interrupting you, Kai, but yeah, Van Leer now goes through.
Yeah, don't worry about. Don't worry about the. God damn it! I want to say don't worry about the interruptions, but I'm interrupting you now. But yeah, that was a very nice move, and you can see now Yaya Tunde trying to get Luke Herhold, the other and the only remaining Bulls United cars. Jake Hisley makes a move on the Nigerian who made a bit of a mistake there, and there's still battles. That's Winston Pearson and Nguyen now trying to get through Fraser, and Nguyen unsuccessful, and that opens the door for John Keefe on the outside. Look at the traction, the dry line has formed, and it's going to allow those drivers to basically stay in one line. This might be one groove racing, as there is a tire wall.
Yeah, it's rolling. Wow, action, and it's come to a stop. Very exciting here in Estonia. Okay, now enough with the bullshittery I'm talking about. Get back to the racing.
Damage. That's damage to Mark Tander.
Oh yeah, it is. Let's investigate it.
What happened to the Australian driver? Oh, and that is O'Connor not looking where he's going.
Yeah, that's not really a good rejoin from O'Connor there.
Yeah,
that might be a penalty for him.
He was side by side of Henry David Pearson, then there was no contact there. He just goes off due to being on the wet line, and then completely goes off, and then he is lucky to still be in the race. That's a 10-second time penalty for him, instantly confirmed. Yeah. As O'Connor might take revenge on him now for a clean overtake. I mean, sorry, what? That should have been Tander taking revenge on O'Connor. What am I saying?
I don't know. I mean, let's just go along with it. So here we are back at the top of the pack. Van Leer seems to be keeping. Well, I've talked too soon because Kudinova goes for a move. Van Leer defends well, but again, Kudinova seems like the outside line on the turn 2. Seems like a good traction spot, and Kudinova now is back into the lead. So Van Leer back into second, but knowing him, I think he's gonna try a move very soon.
Yeah, it would make sense. Johannes is trying to prove himself in IndyCar, that he isn't just some F1 reject. As there we go, Keith is going for a very aggressive move onto Fraser. It did not work, and now Moreira on his outside. You can see the trio of the Scuderia Moreira cars here, nearly in unison, making moves and moving up the order, as Fraser is just doing magnificently. Here we go, side by side goes the Portuguese driver with the neutral driver. No, he lifts off. No, he doesn't. He tries to go for a move side by side for this chicane. It's suicide, but Roberto Moreira pulls it off. And oh, what was that? Jake Tilsey. What? Oh my God, he's off the. What is he?
He's all over the
doing?
place. Oh, okay. I was seeing that go wrong with that rejoin, but I guess he's fine.
So he goes for a move onto Herhold. And then he gives one of the biggest squeezes to Nguyen ever. There's contact. He's nearly pushing him into wet grass. That's excessive.
I don't think Nguyen is very, very content with that.
From what is that like? That's a car length back. Sends it, goes off the road like an absolute maniac, and then rejoins. Luckily, just scraping Yash Gupta's car. That's Tunde off the road as well. What's going on here?
It's also a warning to Hilsley.
Yeah, but
I
a
think it's
very
Rudy.
stern warning, as the stewards highlighted. So he's under the watch. Also, Tunde just goes wide. I think he aquaplaned a bit there, due to being on the wet side of the circuit as Richard, the man who scored P2 last race, doesn't pop a move onto him just yet. We can see Rikke Wernersen went a bit down the order instead of up the order, but you know, it happens. As it's Lennon now on the back of Entenguana. Up the order, I don't want to miss any moves. It's Van Leer back into the lead.
Yep, told you it's gonna happen too. There you go. So that's him back into the lead. Expected to win, knowing it's Van there, so he's gonna try everything. And not in a bad way, of course, because that's what you're supposed to do as a driver. Do your best and finish first. So I'm not judging, as now we are with Keith here defending pretty well from Engren and this little pack here that it's formed.
As you can see now, Yash Gupta making a very aggressive move over here to the inside. Did not work though. Hold the fence neatly as Jake Tilsley's trying to make up the time he lost while being very aggressive around the circuit. Up the order, it's still Ankudinova within attacking distance. And that's a few more cars into the pits. That's Chetinkaya with damage. As well as Aditya Vargas. Oh man. That... Giuseppe, will you agree with me if I say that that 82 car is absolutely cursed in Scuderia Sicilia?
I think I can only agree with you, to be honest.
Oh, he locks...
the number 80...
no, he locks off straight into Curtis. He's getting fired. Knowing Scuderia Sicilia, he's getting fired. Also, look at John Keefe in the background.
Yeah, look at Keith.
Adric,
that's
sorry.
Adric.
Yeah.
He's going for a wobbly, whatever you want to call it. He also hits a bit into Chetinkaya.
Well, Bagus already lost his wing though. What happened to Aditya?
I don't know.
Silly moment? Oh, I don't know. He's the best performing. Oh, it's Aaron Curtis who gets spun by Davide Ragano in a very aggressive move. And Bagus just has nowhere to go. What happened on there?
I don't know.
Oh wait, what?
Oh, that's a bit. I think he's a bit off.
Yeah,
I think he rejoins Aston is there on the side. Ragano literally has nowhere to go.
Yeah, Ragano was sandwiched between two cars. He hits both, in fact, twice or 3 times, really. Yeah. And Vargas has nowhere to go. I don't know what Curtis was thinking here.
I was gonna blame Ragano, but then seeing like this, it's like, there is nowhere to go. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know who to give this on, to be honest. I think the FA know better than me for sure. So
yeah, we're gonna wait for a verdict.
As we do that, of course, we get back to racing because that's what we're here for.
Yep, and that's Lennon on the inside. Valentin won the defense. No, he doesn't. Lennon gets a very good run on the outside, but still side by side with Turmello, the renowned Jordan test driver from F1. As Turmello's 3 wide here, look at that, Entenguana gets it and Wernersen gets it as well. Lennon just got Schumacher Hakkinen.
Now, back on the back straightaway, the cars do reach the highest speed. I don't know about that, but it is certainly a very high speed.
Yeah, it's around 300 kilometers per hour. As there you go, Gertz.
Yeah, and then down into the first corner. Yeah, Gertz. Yes, pull it off.
Yeah.
And Pearson Michael's here battling out. Sorry for interrupting, but I'm trying to say the same things as you. And Michael's gonna try it into the corner. Maybe Pearson he's still there though. They're side by side. Who's gonna give up? Well, no one, of course, but someone's gonna back off. And I think no, not yet. They're still side by side. I think Michael's still a bit of traction. And now that Ambrosio is on him.
Yeah, the Ambrosio really forced to move up. Michaels gets on the wet bit. There's also a bit of a downhill slide as you go for that corner, but it is going to be... No, it's not going to be anyone. Ambrosio gets a good run in this beautiful Tish Duncan racing car. They go side by side. The Ambrosio goes very wide, but it is Michaels' defensive position, as also we can see a change of a leadership, as it is... it wasn't Kudinova in the lead for a while, but it changed.
It's Van Leer again.
Yeah, we had a nice battle.
Kudinova was there battling with Fraser. So Kudinova is on some pressure here. Of course, top 3, all of them aiming for the win.
Yeah, as Curtis has received a 10-second time penalty for that corner cut and creating and causing a collision. So what happened now? Kulinova over here. She took the lead into turn 1, as we've seen multiple times, tries to lap out Chiming, but because she's on the outside line, she, you know, has to compromise her line, and that allows Van Leer to pop a nice move. Van Leer gets decent traction, but is on the wet line, and Kulinova is on the dry line. They go side by side, and that's where Van Leer gets the move done, but Kulinova does not give up. Thinks of chasing him down, and then goes a bit wide. Pearson goes for a very aggressive move. It's 3 wide, and this is where we are right now. As that's Fraser on the inside now, but he doesn't get the move just yet.
Yeah, but he's maybe gonna get it down the straight if he has better traction. No, he's maybe looking for a move into the corner as Winston Pearson joins into this battle, and I think that's Moreira also looking for a move as Fraser. He does get the move on Kulinova.
Yeah, and then Nguema goes in for an overtake on Pearson. Oh, and that's Moreira completely off the road. Luckily, he knows how to rejoin a car, but he lost 3 positions because of this. He goes to the inside of Luke Hehel, has a bit of a scrap with the, I believe, brother of a Formula 1 world champion, but luckily no damage there. Gupta tries to go for a move. There is contact. There was a lot of contact as Patrizia Andrea San Marino is also involved, as that's Daniel Chen into the pit lane. Why is he? And was this a mandatory stop? Yes, it was.
Also, I think he's starting the normal pit stops here now.
Yeah, this is starting the pit stop window, but I'm so confused. Nobody else is coming in.
Maybe they're opting for a different type of strategy. I don't know which exactly, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. As here we go, it's Fraser and Van Leer. These two, we were promised a battle in St. Petersburg between the two because, you know, Van Leer managed to catch up, I believe, 14 seconds or at least 12 seconds to Fraser, only then to be involved in an unlucky accident preventing us from seeing these two battle. Here we go. It's time for a bit of a revenge for both of them. As like Kulinova is an exception of Fraser, she might send a move soon. Let's see. As it is, Fraser to the inside.
Goes for the move now into the second turn. Van Leer seems to have the better exit, and I think he does. But can Fraser now send a move into this corner? He does. He's just not got it though. Now they're side by side, and Kulinova maybe trying to find a gap. But Fraser, I think, now has the inside, so...
Which is not good, it's not good. He locks up on the curb, he aquaplaned, and as Van Leer and Kulinova through, and then maybe even Nguema. And Nguema goes for it, Pearson goes for it.
Well, Fraser under big pressure here now, and Lewis Winston Pearson is trying to go for him. He's on the better line.
Fraser's been mugged. Fraser has been absolutely mugged through as he goes through the chicane. He's pushed by Pearson. He's just being bullied. He's just being massively bullied by everyone here. Harold goes through. This is...
knowing Fraser, he certainly is not liking that.
Yeah, I can imagine Fraser swearing in a cockpit right now, as we can see second baller trying to pop a move on the Tilsey. As... oh no!
Oh! That's Nguema, he swings off. Kulinova has no damage, or maybe a hit, but...
the Cameroonian was doing so well.
Up there in third, and now it's just race, just not over, but very, very worse like that. That's just unfortunate, but...
oh, and Kulinova goes... it's the same accident as you've seen at the start of this race. Just aquaplanes off the curb, and you know, and Nguema had nowhere to go. It's a racing incident.
Yeah. And Kulinova very lucky not to get damage. Gotta be honest there.
That is true. As we're switching a few from POV to POV. And here we go. This is Luke Herhold coming into the pit lane. And that's damage.
Oh, there's damage there.
That's Gupta and Keith.
That's Keith. Yeah, they're both with big damage. Let's see what happened here. I didn't see it that well.
Oh, what is he doing? What is Keith doing? He's just going off the line here, starting to weave around.
Yeah, no, I'm no expert, but I think that's on Keith.
They both turned into each other.
Yeah.
They're
okay,
both...
true, if you see like that.
I don't know what happened here, but that's just weird.
Yeah, we'll see what the FA has to say about that.
I'm sure they're as confused. Oh boy, that's a car off. That's Wilhelm nearly ending into the back of someone. What happened here? Wilhelm was... Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's Intanguana. That's Verneson. Ooh, contact with Verneson, which sends him off the road. Luckily no damage, but now he's going absolutely wild on Intanguana over here. Michaels is into the pit lane. Gertz and Lennon were side by side. That's done now. Deary me, this is an absolute mess now. Everybody's everywhere, and it's not helping anybody.
And it's just overtakes all over the place at this point, to be honest.
Fraser's he's being given a push by Herhold as they both overtake the Stricken and Gwenna, as we have Pearson and Ankudinova coming into the split lane. Van Leer is coming in, the leader is coming out. Giuseppe, do you think that the undercut is the way to go here?
I really can't tell, but maybe with the rain, could be, because of course drivers struggle a bit more. So if you wanna pit before your rivals and I don't know, have better tires, I think it could actually work out. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, speaking of the rain, it has been easing off a bit each lap. The track has been drying more and more as the sun is starting to punch through. But here we go. Van Leer is into the stop. He has the furthest stop on the pit lane. Will it be a good pit stop for the race leader before the pit stop phase? It's a very good stop, 10.4. And he rejoins the circuit in... Oh no, that's a cluster of cars. That's never good. Suicide! Oh my days, Van Leer, what are you doing? That is ridiculous.
I think it was... You saw that so many cars, I think you just thought like, yeah, I gotta get through those as soon as possible, and I think you just...
And that's damage. That's damage to Frank Aston. What even happened here? So Aston is slowing down here, trying to avoid... Oh my...
Oh, yeah.
That's into Ragano.
Ragano has been in some incidents, yeah.
Yeah, Ragano though, so Delalami slows down. Then Ragano... No, he tried to turn away, but Aston is also turning into... Okay, no, Aston is turning into... Okay, so if he first turns in, and that's where Ragano is going, Aston sees him and starts turning away.
But it's too late.
Yeah, there's a... I don't know if blame will be put onto anyone here, considering it's a large cluster of cars. We'll have to see. But Curtis also suffered damage. It's a bit behind. I think Curtis got hit with car, we could say. Oh, so Ragano goes for a move on the Lalami. I think this is a brake check, that little brake check was revenge from the Lalami. And then Curtis has nowhere to go. He tries to turn away from it when the turning circle doesn't allow for it.
Yeah, I think Ragano's just... Hasn't he already had an incident with Aston and Curtis though? I don't know what's happening here, but as you see, there's many cars in the pits now. So the pit window has... I mean, it has already opened, sort of, but now it's just everyone...
Wait, oh my god, wait, Ankudinova was battling for the lead. Look at the gap. There is Van Leer. Van Leer is in 18th. Ankudinova is in 31st.
Yeah, you're right, but...
That is a massive gap, but Van Leer seems to be stuck in traffic.
So it seems to be... No, oh wait, that is Van Leer.
It is Van Leer. He's trying to get through Nisbet. Both drivers were in MMS F1. They didn't really battle each other, but you know, it's still something. But yeah, Van Leer is stuck. Nisbet defends pretty well. As Tunde, Tildsey, Fraser, Blackwood, Lennon, Gertz, Wilhelm, all those cars are starting to pile into the pit lane. Let's see the situation in the pits. Where is Adrian Fraser? That was goddamn awful pronunciation. I am sorry for that.
It's fine, don't worry. We forgive you.
It's a very long stop for Fraser. What happened? He didn't get damaged, did he? He didn't. It's just a very long stop for Fraser, which ruins his chances here. It's a 34-second stop. What is going on? 36 and a half. Oh my days. That's ruined the race for him.
That's but not really good for him.
Yeah, but the rest of the field also had similar issues at the pit lane. He is in front of Ngueno, who had to pit for a wing change as well. Curtis did not even pit for damage. Ragano is doing an overcut. The situation in the field. So, John Keefe is out of the race. Oh dear, that's damage. Oh no.
Oh, that's I think that's a wheel off. So let's see why.
Casual overcrowding, you know. Well, John Keefe currently hasn't finished a single race this season. Blackwood just nonchalantly pushes him off and gets his gets his pit stop done. And there's a wing.
Like, yeah, there's a wing.
Oh no! Oh. How does this happen? Okay, so this shouldn't even be possible because the pace car is non-collide in the files. This literally shouldn't be possible. This car is non-collide.
Guess it is now. I guess it is collide now.
Oh, you'll be fine. Oh man. Oh, amazing. Pace car in static position is collidable. Right. Back to some racing. Nisbet is coming in as Van Laer inherits the lead of the race. As here we go. He left the pit lane. He's fine. But Pearson and Moreira are doing a massive overcut here, and they're going to come in this time, but I don't think it's going to help against Van Laer. Van Laer is already in 4th, and he's stable, as he is right now. Ooh, Wilhelm and Guayando. Could have ended the rest, to be honest. There's Imalainen, and there's Ragano also coming in this time, same with Adric Keefe. And Michaels ain't pitting, because he's already done his stop. You should be fine if you hit that pace car, I swear to God. Sekabulba leaving the pit lane, we have a nice large pack of cars behind. Sekabulba rejoins in front of Tanda. The yellow flag for him leaving the pit lane, but it's fine. John Voda, meanwhile, the 46-year-old driver, in P17.
Wow. And he has pitted, so you know.
Yeah.
I think this pit will be really like shake. I don't know, but
yeah,
I'm just gonna say shake the order up a lot.
Yeah, it shook the field quite a bit as the rest of the field is coming in. I just want to see Johannes Van Laer's POV as the rain has. It's coming to a stop. You can see the skies starting to punch through. It's becoming actually pretty nice and tidy in here as Moreira is having a bit of a... It's actually a pretty short stop. He's not going to rejoin in front of Van Laer, but he's going to rejoin in front of the pack behind him.
The track for Moreira seems to be clear, like how it was from Van Laer.
Yeah, and then we got Tony Michaels again with the impeccable strategy. He's going to get himself a podium. There's Ankudinova, there is Herhold, there is Lewis Winston Pearson. Remains in the top 10, but not in the top 5. Then we have Fraser and Guara. Sofia Romano again with the strategy, pushing the Vatican driver into the top 10. Then we have Sekabulba Tanda. Jumalainen rejoins right into the middle of the pack as John Voda gets pushed a bit to the outside by him. And Yash Gupta now is going to try and overtake the absolute legendary driver. But yeah, Voda retaliates. He's not going to risk it. So Giuseppe, what are your thoughts currently on the race as the rain is seriously stopping to fall down?
Well, surely this race has been dominated by the pit strategy. We've got to admit that. And there's been some crashes there and there. All in all, though, it seems like a pretty nice race. So, but it still isn't over yet, as you can see. So let's go on with it. Yeah. And I think it's going to turn out to be a very nice race.
Yeah, we're actually only half of the race distance done, so this race is really taking its time. I felt like as if we've been sitting here for quite a long time, seeing a lot of the battles, but I guess that's good.
I guess so, as if we have a look at Moreira just minding his business.
Yeah, I'm looking to the field. We can see Romano chasing down Mavondo and Guena. That's a move. That's a very aggressive move. That's a bump and run from the Vatican driver. She did not wake up and set her prayers. She chose violence as she goes off circuit.
I don't know if the Pope really approves of that, but I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess we can put it like that.
Yeah, it is an interesting thing that if you go, the track is still went. Oh yeah, Tanda is coming in because of the damages he sustained. He's basically doing a latest stop, which will put him out of contention. That's Human Linen with a bit of a mistake there. Then we see John Voda having. Oh, that's Tilsey and Tunde again scrapping with each other, getting into some more aggressive maneuvers between the two. And Pearson Blackwood. He will not receive a penalty for his little accident in the pit lane. Hello? What is this? What is the meaning of this? Oh, we're fine, we're fine.
Back.
We're fine.
Someone did a in-universe freeze. I don't know, just Dio went, just did Zaward or something. So
Top 10 heart attacks. So here we go, that's Chetin Kaya making a very nice move onto Patrizia Andrea di San Marino, who made a mistake, and that's the Turkish driver, one position below points. Sorry, that was... so I was wrong, it's not Richard. It was Richard, not Michaels, who got himself into podium last time out, so... you know what, I think the Zenithworks team has some nice strategy department, but maybe Chetin Kaya can keep his seat if he scores some points for the team. Do you think that's possible? I never... He's coming into the pits this lap. I think the team is telling him, no, you're not going for the points, screw you.
I was gonna say yes, but I guess not.
Volda also coming in. So I think the second pit window really is opening very early on, not too far away from the previous one. Oh no, oh no. That's Fraser without a wing. And that's because he had contact with Winston Pearson. So yeah. Pearson makes a mistake. We've seen this in the chicane, and Fraser no time to react, I think.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be Fraser's race engineer right now.
I wouldn't want to be Pearson right now.
After the race, yeah, I wouldn't want to be him, to be honest.
Yeah, on the radio, Fraser saying, you better keep that guy away from me. And knowing Fraser, this is a legitimate threat, and Guena now tries to go for a move, and that's Romano with damage again. That's also a racing incident, nothing could have been done there.
Yeah, the Pope is at his home cry right now.
Yeah. Let's see, we go. This will promote Rob Sakabula up 2 positions. This is very good for the Apex Racing team, who's currently 1 and 8. That's a decent result considering they barely scored points last time out. As Moreira has managed to shave off 5 seconds and is now on the back of Van Laer. Just gets to get through Wilhelm. Now, do you think this is a possible scenario?
That he wins? Of course.
No, that he actually gets through Wilhelm quickly. Wilhelm, despite having no wing, he's not coming in yet.
I mean, I think he can get through Wilhelm. It depends. Surely on this straight, if he gets a good exit here, I think he'll be able to get by him. Right?
I hope so. Michaels is also catching up.
Because if he does get by Wilhelm, sorry for interrupting you, that'll mean he has a very good chance to win. So now all he has to do really is just get through Wilhelm, which is the task here.
Yeah, and it's looking like it's kind of difficult. I mean, Wilhelm, despite having no front wing, he's keeping up, which I think means it's a graphical glitch. Now, Wilhelm's wing is still there, it's just not being shown by the game for whatever reason. It's an error factor moment, you could say. But yeah, it's looking very interestingly here, as we can see Herhold lapping his teammate. Now that's painful.
Yeah. I have no idea how to pronounce him, but Sakabula.
Sakabula.
Yeah, he's on the back of Fraser now.
Curtis, I think Curtis. hasn't came in for his wing change yet, unless he lost it again, which I think would be absolutely comedic. Yes, he did lose it again. So Gupta goes on for Jumalainen, and it's another racing incident where nothing can be done. Like, damn, guys,
Yeah, I
calm
think
down.
Curtis is just having hell on earth right now.
Yeah, Curtis is really getting struck by karma. You don't cut corners.
Yeah, and his penalty is just pointless now, but it is a penalty, so he has to stick with it. Can't just remove it. I mean, I guess you can appeal it, but in this case, I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, in this case, I think the penalty will just be like, you know, the last nail in the coffin for Curtis. At least he won't be fired like the drivers at Scuderia Sicilia, by the looks of things.
Suppose we could put it like that. As David Person, I think, off the corner. Bit of a wobbly moment.
Yeah, Pearson made a slight mistake. That chicane is very tricky. It's been implemented to, you know, not allow the cars to go too quickly into this corner. It's for safety reasons, and to be honest, it's been cashing out a lot of drivers, despite the fact that we're on lap 17.
Yeah. 11 laps to go, if we want to be exact. Because of course we also do a 27th lap. As that's Regano into the pits.
And that's Regano, and that's Verneson into the pits as well. Is that for damage? It is.
Rear wing damage for Regano.
Someone's really getting fired. So Regano, nothing that could have been done there. Keith had no time to react. Somehow though, Keith keeps his front wing, but I wouldn't say this is even Regano's fault. That curb is still wet and everybody's taking it, so that's a situation right there. But what happened to Rick Verneson? Because I seen Verneson.
Let's see now.
It's a mandatory stop.
Oh yeah, I think she's going for the 2-stop here. Wonder why.
And Van Let, you know, it's a 2-stop. IndyCar is a 2-stop race. It is series, it seems. Yeah. So here we go. It is Van Let also pitting in this lap now. But it's bad because the rest of the field has caught up to him. He doesn't have that big of a gap as he had previously. As we can see, Blackwood. Oh man, that's a nice overtake here. Entunguana, as actually was Entunguana, I think, was attacking Blackwood. Yeah, never mind then. Good defending from Entrafari, I suppose.
As I think the race is coming. Oh, yeah, just as I said, Entunguana is just getting passed by Patricia San Marino because he lost a bit of traction there.
Yeah, I think the tyres might be going off. There we go, Van Let is into the pit lane. Entunguana and San Marino, nothing happening there. Blackwood also unable to go on to Pearson. The American stays in front as it's a massive mistake from both of the EVC Motorsport drivers. As Tilsey now lapping Curtis, finally getting through the Irishman. That took very long. As Pearson is now getting held up by the limping Curtis. Probably adding on to his anti-karma meter, which means karma will strike even heavier soon. And Van Laer is... oh no, he eliminated Daniel Chen from the race. But this is... there will be no penalties for this because this is a glitch. Yeah, nothing that can be done, but that means he's in for a long stop. He just now leaves the pit lane. He did not lose a wing, just to clarify. At least that's what I think. By the looks of things, yeah, Van Laer did not lose a wing, but he did lose time trying to push himself into the pits. And then the pit stop was a bit long as well. So Van Laer leaves the pit lane. And he leaves in another... oh, that's damage. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of cars. Lennon, it's everyone and everything. Oh, God. Look at this back. Just look at this shot. It looks like lap 1, doesn't it?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, that's... yeah, that's at high speed. At least from this angle.
I think Lennon is to blame here. He covers off. I mean that's Henry J. Brown in the car. Yes, it is. He covers off Henry J. Brown very aggressively. So there's Van Laer leaving the pit lane. So there is Henry J. Brown, and he just sadly has to switch lanes because there is Lennon.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't mean. Pretty sure the FA are investigating on that, but so far on these incidents, the FA have just decided not to investigate on it. So could it be the same case?
Yeah, it might be, because if you look at this, he has been going this way, and then Lennon starts slightly turning, which prompts Henry J. Brown to react.
Yeah, Leonard did try to move to the opposite direction, so I think, I don't know, this really seems like a just racing incident.
Yeah, it's just no man's land. I think that's what we should call this Grand Prix, as that's Adriano Di San Marino.
Ooh, that's Van Laer is officially the luckiest man alive.
Yeah, that could have, and this reminded me of what happened in St. Pete. Ooh, this would have been another win lost for Van Laer, and that's Intonguana off. But he's still in the race. But that's a massive lockup. What happened here? I think the tyres are absolutely gone for Intonguana. I don't even...
Whoa. And he's spinning this lap, so...
Yeah, it might have been a bit of an issue. As I say, I'm suspecting the tyres. Moreira and Michaels going for the longer. Ankoninova pitting in the snap. Lewis Winston Pearson is coming in. As we can see, Patrizia Andrana Di San Marino is receiving a warning for an unsafe rejoin. There we go. Harold also going for the long run. Jake Tilsien, Blackwood and David Morris Pearson will battle it out for P8. As we can see, that's in Nguena, I believe. No, sorry, it's Human Line leaving the pit lane right now. Oh yeah, that's a very bad stop for Lewis Winston Pearson. Human Liner has jumped him. Not only that, I believe, to add insult to injury, Jake Tilsley has also jumped him. There is Andrew Brown. He limped for a few laps. As we can see, that's Hannanen into the back, as that's Tilsey aggressively into Tanda. Dear me.
Yes, we are approaching the closing stage of this race. We look at 8 laps. So, yeah, Moreira is your current leader right now, and oh, that's Henry J. Brown off. And that was a sketchy rejoin.
What happened here?
He has damage.
Yeah, that's because he didn't pit. What happened here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's O'Connor. Oh, that's brutal.
Oh,
O'Connor is on the street today.
I think that might be another penalty for me.
No space to even make the move. He went off the track limits. That's behind the white line.
And yeah, FA are looking to give O'Connor a penalty there.
Yeah, that's a given. That's just not what you want to do, man. Anyways,
I don't think the team is very happy with him.
Yeah, that's no doubt about that. There is Henry David Pearson.
10 seconds for O'Connor and a warning for Brown.
That's
apparently.
Yeah, but by the looks of it, O'Connor is going to have 20 seconds of accumulated penalties. As there is Ankudinova. Wait. Ankudinova has taken the lead of this race. Where is Van Laer? There is Van Laer. Wait, Van Laer will be jumped by Seko Bulwa. Oh, that's... no. That 30-second pit stop really hurt. Van Laer, they collided. The two teammates have collided. Pearson also joins the collision. But it is Van Laer and in front of Seko Bulwa. But this is awful for him. This is genuinely awful. Tunde hasn't done a stop. Ankoninova has. Harold is going for the longest of runs yet, as Moreira and Michaels will come into the pit lane to snap. But Van Laer's over once again, screwed over by his pit crew during the second phase of the stops. As that's That's Henry J. Brown and Rio Lennon. It's a pit lane thing. They collided in the pits. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, it's just ouch.
Yeah, but it is now Moreira into the pit lane. Same with Michaels.
So did we notice Chen has DNF'd?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
It was also a pit lane incident, as that's Michaels jumping Moreira. Michaels has jumped Moreira. The Scuderia Moreira crew is nothing like what it used to be at St. Pete's. There is Yaya Tunde trying to send one onto Ankudinova despite pitting the snap, and that's a lot of contact. He nearly spins Ankudinova out. What is Yaya Tunde doing?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person here.
Yeah, to be fair. So there is Moreira leaving the pit lane behind Sakabulwa and Van Laer, so I guess that's some reconciliation for the Apex Racing team, but where is Fraser? I think there is Fraser in this little pack. No, that's Jake Tilsey.
Fraser just nowhere to be found. I mean, seems like he is in 19th.
Yeah, Fraser is just now here, so he's lost the position to his teammate. This is bad for a championship leader. I don't think he will be in the championship no more. That's two teammates, Haddon and Tanda.
Yeah, the race seems to have calmed down a bit, but then again, when I say that, it just picks up again. So, as Tilsley and Hannah go side by side on the chicane, Tilsley just a bit of a lock up there. No, not real lock up, but a bit of a brake check onto Hannah. And Chetney Kaya.
Yeah, Chetney Kaya. I was about to say he's up in the 15th. Chetney Kaya is going for legitimate points for Scuderia Sicilia. I think he might save his seat. Despite the grim outlook at the start of the race, he might actually save his seat.
Indeed.
There is that's Nguyen onto Blackwood. But it does not go through. There is no move here. Chetney Kaya up into 12 now because of all the cars in the pit lane as well. That would be one hell of a debut for Hussein Chetinkaya.
Indeed it would be. Also now it's 6 laps left in this race.
That is true, and by the looks of things, Tony Michaels is chasing down Sofia Ankudinova, and we might see a battle for P1.
And it's gonna be interesting for sure, as he does seem to get a lot of time onto Ankudinova. Can he? Yeah, he looks like he's catching up. He has gotten closer. He's about 1 second off Ankudinova. And Ankudinova does look, yeah, Michaels does look like, yeah, he does have more pace. He's catching up quickly, and now he's on the back of her. Well, not in that way, but.
Michael's pit later, he has fresher tyres and a bit more fuel in the tank to spare, I assume, so he's able to push now to catch up to the neutral driver.
As they go through the chicane, important part of the circuit, if you get a good exit there and the guy you're chasing doesn't, then you can gain up a lot of time.
And also Van Laer has caught up to Luke Herhold, who's searching his first podium in the series, trying to go into his brother's steps and follow his brother's steps and, you know, be a very good racing driver, maybe even win a championship or two. As we have Sekabula, Moreira, Umalainen and Tanda just going down the order, seeing if anybody is, you know, hitting each other or anything, but by the looks of it, no, it's all nice and calm. Wilhelm is still driving for the front wing, just ignore it, just pretend it's there, and oh no, the leaders have met this horrible train of cars, meaning anything can happen. As there is Keith going off the road, that's never good, and Ambrosio is going to use that to his advantage, I'd assume. Then we have the Lamish, Turner Brown, Is that mandatory? Please be mandatory. I know why Lennon is in the pit lane. Oh no, Chiming lost his wing. Where did he lose it? Mind you, that's a 4th stop for Chiming this race.
As this race is just not going to pan out, or is it?
Nuh-uh.
It happened in Canada. Just like when he didn't pit.
Oh, he hit Lennon here, and that's a racing incident. We've seen this multiple times already.
Yeah.
But here we go, Ankudinova, thanks to the large amount of traffic here, she was able to... Oh, that's aggressive.
She's really just trying to get through all the cars. She gets Michaels off her, but...
No,
do you know Michaels?
there is Michaels, there is Michaels. Amazing grip from the American driver, he's into the lead.
And Michaels is now your new lead of this race. And Ankudinova is just... I think she's shocked, to be honest, because she didn't expect that at all. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, the traffic played such an important role here. Through that section of the circuit, if you get a good exit on the inside, you're going to get the move, and we've seen this multiple times this race. So, very nice job from Michaels, as he is leading for the first time in his career, and most importantly, he's leading for Zenith Works, which is a very prominent team, I have to say. They only have 2 sponsors in the whole team. That's MTV and... I forgot there's the other one. That's how little they have. And honestly, they're keeping the full, but there is Ankudinova trying to make a revenge move. Marcus and San Marino have a bit of a collision. Marcus is going to slow down Ankudinova over here. Michaels doesn't get the best of runs. And it's Ankudinova into the lead with 3 laps to go. And Tander's into the pit lane due to fuel. It's scheduled. Oh no, Chetinkaya is also coming in. Oh no. I think the teams have messed up with the strategies with fuel. I think the early stoppers will not go. The teams have miscalculated. Scuderia Sicilia just messed up the race of the man who could have scored the first points. That's all on them. The Sicilian Mafia has failed their drivers once more in this race.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make some calls. Wait, no. What did I say? Oh, that's still alarming off.
Yeah, that's still alarming off. That is true. And that's Van Dijk catching up to the spec, but I want to see what happened to Pedro Del Alami. Oh, he just looks up.
Yeah, he doesn't hit a wall, so lucky. Or that region could have gone horribly wrong, but
no, it was fine.
well, if drivers were around, I mean. But he does get up on the track just fine.
Yeah, it's all nice, clean, and tidy. Albeit those battles are very packed. They are very stress-inducing, but yeah, it is Ankudinova in the lead by a long shot. It's 4.7 seconds now in front of Michaels, with 2 laps to go. There is Van Laer going to lap John Voda. How dare he do that? As Moreira is going on to second Bulwa. That's 4th position, and that's P5 for the Portuguese driver.
He was leading the race some laps ago, but now he's at least gonna try and get the best of it. This is, I think, Nguena, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's Nguena. Going for the move on black with 4th position and gets it done, so that's him up into P8.
Yeah, that's a very good race for Archangel, no matter what's gonna happen this race. They've been really strong. As here we go, that's Romano in this battling 4th position, and Sofia Romano in that... Oh god, hold on.
Bless you.
God damn, a United Autosport car, that's what I wanted to say. Thanks. Oh man.
As little do you know, there's 2 laps left into this race. Whatever could happen, anything.
Yeah, there we go. Ankudinova starts the final lap of this race.
And we're on lap 27 of, what you guess it, 27. And Ankudinova is the leader of this race.
And then we have Michaels, Van Leer, and then a large gap between Herhold and there is Moreira chasing down Henry J. Brown, and Herhold is ahead. Moreira might go for a double overtake. He does go for it, but only gets Henry J. Brown, laps him. But now he's in the clean air to chase for Luke Herhold on this final lap of the race. I don't think Van Leer is going to be able to catch Michaels, albeit he has pulled some amazing performances out of nowhere already, so... You know, who knows what might happen. There are 2 cars in the pit lane. I'm just going to investigate it for the sake of, you know... Let's just hope nothing bad happened. Okay, yeah, this is scheduled. Alright, we're good. Michaels won't even let the Lamy over here. But Moreira, he has a shot at Herhold over here.
Moreira is gonna try and get that 4th place from Herhold, which means, of course, more points. But Herhold surely won't want to give it up that easily. And he seems to be defending pretty well just now.
Yeah, Moreira has decent pace, but it's not enough. But here we go, through the final corner. Sofia Ankudinova finally gets it, and she will be the first MMS woman, I believe, in this era to win a race. And she is the first female winner, that's for sure, in MMS IndyCar World Series. Then we have Tony Michaels in 2nd, Van Leer in 3rd, Herhold keeps his 4th place. Then we have Moreira, Sekabulba, Yomalainen, and Guerra. Does not get through Lennon, as that's a lapped car though, so it doesn't matter. We have Blackfoot, Tilsley, Winston Pearson chased down. I meant open wheel side, yeah, Wernerson did win the Daytona 2.4 hour, yeah, that is fair. And we have Winston Pearson and Fraser, Gertz, Gupta scoring 1st points for Korsteiner this season. Then we have Tunde, Romano, Nisbet scoring 1st points for Turismo. Autosport, then we have David Morris Pearson, Jin Haruhiko, Mark Tanda, once again with a singular point to his name. That's a bittersweet ending to his race. Then we have Hannon and all the other people that did not score points this race. Wilhelm drove with a wing without actually showing he has a wing and managed to finish in the top 25, which I think is a very good result. Shows that this man does have a lot of pace. Wernerson on a free stop, unluckily no points for her. Then we have Vic, Whaler, O'Connor, Di San Marino, and there is Chetinkaya. He was robbed by his team. He was absolutely robbed today, and nobody will change my mind about that one. I hope he stays in the sport, because he did show a lot of promise. Maybe if CMS Scuderia Sicilia fires their strategists instead of drivers, they can probably get a better race result. But yeah, it's the end of the race. And there is your race winner in the pit box, as we can see from the back of it. But yeah, it has been a fairly entertaining race. Wet to dry Giuseppe driver of the day.
I think I have to go for Michaels here, because mind you, he started 21st, finished 2nd, had to lead for a bit. I think he is a good choice for driver of the day. I wouldn't know who to pick otherwise. Of course, Anklinova did a great race, but from 21st to 2nd and even having a lead for a bit, that's for sure a good performance.
Certainly it is. Next up is the German Grand Prix, or rather the DECRA 125 at Lausitzring. That will definitely be an interesting race, considering it is an oval, so be sure to check that one out. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else to say here, other than be sure to check the next race out, be sure to check out all our other series, and yeah, that's been it from me.
From me too. Bye bye.
Bye bye, be sure to be safe, remember to make your seatbelt, and see you in the next one.